It's a calm evening in the Baxter building. The Thing is wandering around with a sandwich in hand. He passes Reed's lab, waves, and says, "Hey, stretch." Then, as he keeps walking, he notices Deadpool hanging around near the next room. Ben casually nods and greets him too, but then he realizes, wait, that's Sue Storm's room, and Deadpool is actually lying on her bed. Ben stops dead in his tracks and goes, "Wade, what the hell are you doing in Sue's bed?" Deadpool just shrugs like, "Relax, Rocky. She's in the shower. I'm just waiting." That's enough to set Ben off. He calls Deadpool a pervert and decks him right in the mouth. At that moment, Sue walks out of the shower, spots the mess, and starts apologizing to Wade for Ben's punch. But Ben isn't done. He snaps at Sue, saying she shouldn't cheat on Reed. He rants that Reed spends all his time in the lab, barely even lives his own life, and the last thing he deserves is betrayal. Sue quickly explains it's not like that. She and Deadpool are working a case together. That finally cools Ben down, though he still mutters about Reed being more lab project than husband. Sue then heads off to Reed's lab to ask him for a dimensional portal analyzer. From there, she and Deadpool track Spot to a deserted dockside warehouse. The buyer he's meeting turns out to be Dr. Doom. Sue immediately shoves a force bubble into Spot's nose, causing painful pressure, and warns him to run. He bolts, complaining Doom paid him in cryptocurrency. Deadpool rushes Doom but gets blasted across the room into steel, knocked out cold. Sue scolds Doom for hitting him so hard, but Doom unmasks, revealing himself as Tony Stark in disguise. Tony says he staged the whole deal just to get the flash drive back cheaply, and didn't expect Sue and Wade to interfere. When he sees Deadpool starting to wake up, he bails, doesn't trust Wade with secrets. As he leaves, he says, "By the way, the armor wars never ended." Sue warns him that playing Doom won't fool actual Doombots, which clearly unsettles Tony. Deadpool comes to, totally blank on what happened. Sue lies, saying he saved her from Spot and Doom, the drive is safe, and even calls him her partner.